Lil Durk just got hit with a massive federal case, and we're talking about murder for hire charges that could lock him up for life. Did he really try to silence witnesses, or is this a massive misunderstanding? Buckle up, because this one goes deep. Late yesterday, reports started flooding in. Lil Durk and 5 of his OTF associates were arrested in Miami, all connected to the 2022 murder of Lul Pab. If that name sounds familiar, it's because Lul Pab is the cousin of rapper Quando Rondo, the same Quando who's been tangled in a beef with Durk's late friend King Von. You know the history, and it just got a whole lot deeper. Now, let's be real for a minute. This isn't just another headline for Lil Durk. This is a major case that could have him facing a murder for hire conspiracy charge. Yeah, you heard that right. Murder for hire.
Broken glass there. That's where the Escalade is parked. They're getting gas when all of a sudden the windows are blown out by gunfire. They're under attack by bullets flying all over the place. To the left, Mike, you'll give you a look. See all those white evidence markers on the ground? Each one of those is by a shell casing. Gives you an idea how many rounds are fired. Police say in that alleyway, the white vehicle pulls up. 3 men get out and they start firing at will, blasting away, targeting that black SUV, the rapper and his second person inside. Once that SUV is hit by the gunfire, they take off, they hit the gas, and they drive a few blocks away into West Hollywood. They wind up stopping over at Santa Monica and San Vicente, right in the very heart of West Hollywood. They pull over there because the wounds to the man who was hit inside the Escalade too severe. He's bleeding. They pull over. 911 is called. Paramedics rush in. They take the injured man who's hit by gunfire to the ER. He does not make it, does not survive.
If the feds get their way, this could mean life in prison for Durk and possibly for his OTF members too. The indictment would state, on November 6, 2020, Davon Bennett, aka King Von, a high-ranking OTF member, got into a physical altercation with Taekwon Bowman, aka Quando Rondo, at a nightclub in Atlanta, Georgia. During the fight, an associate of Quando named Lil Tim pulled out a gun and shot Von multiple times. After the murder, a man identified as Co-Conspirator 1 made it clear to OTF Didi and 3 other unnamed men that he would pay a bounty to anyone who took part in Quando for his role in Von's murder. The indictment would also go on to state that Co-Conspirator 1 would place bounties on individuals that Co-Conspirator 1 and other OTF members wanted to kill, including Quando Rondo. As part of the bounty, co-conspirators known and unknown would pay anyone who took part in the killing of Rondo and/or reward individuals with lucrative music opportunities with OTF. By August 2022, things were reaching a breaking point. Federal investigators alleged that the plot to eliminate Quando Rondo took a decisive turn when conspirators got intel that Rondo was staying at a hotel in LA. With this information in hand, OTF Didi, a cousin of Lil Durk, allegedly sprang into action. According to the indictment, Didi recruited 2 gang members from Chicago who weren't officially part of OTF, but had ties to the streets. These individuals, identified only as Flocker and Brown Eyes, were brought in as hitmen. This wasn't some spur-of-the-moment operation. This was a meticulously planned attack, complete with round-trip plane tickets from Chicago to San Diego, allegedly paid for using an OTF credit card. They kept a relentless eye on Quando, tracking him from a marijuana dispensary to a high-end clothing store, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Federal agents later retrieved surveillance photos of the 2 suspect vehicles tailing Quando's black Escalade, which eventually pulled into a gas station. We'll never know exactly what conversation took place inside the car at that moment, but one thing was clear. It was time to act. Boogie, one of the attackers, parked discreetly in an alley next to the gas station. 3 gunmen quickly exited the vehicle, launching a surprise assault on the Escalade. As gunfire erupted, Quando was inside with his sister while Lul Pab was standing beside the car outside. Bullets tore through glass, metal and flesh, dropping Pab to the ground in a pool of as the attackers fled the scene. Badly wounded, Pab was rushed back into the Escalade, but the vehicle only managed to make it less than a mile before they were forced to flag down the police. Despite desperate CPR attempts, Pab couldn't be saved, leaving Quando in a state of agony as he watched his cousin's life slip away, eerily mirroring the way the world had witnessed King Von's tragic death. The gunmen, meanwhile, had already sped away in their getaway car. They regrouped at a burger joint to discuss payment before heading back to San Diego, catching a flight back to Chicago that same night. It's reported that OTF Didi paid the hitmen an undisclosed sum on behalf of an individual identified only as co-conspirator number 1. Now, with Lil Durk's arrest confirmed, many believe he will soon be officially named as the mastermind behind the operation, facing serious federal charges. When the indictment was unsealed in LA, it revealed far more than just murder-for-hire allegations against Lil Durk. It detailed a sophisticated and coordinated operation allegedly orchestrated by Durk and his OTF crew. The indictment paints a picture of a well-organized conspiracy involving everything from securing financial resources to acquiring weapons, getaway vehicles, and even using fake license plates to avoid detection. Federal prosecutors claim that encrypted communications played a significant role in the planning. Allegedly, Durk and his associates used secure messaging apps to discuss every detail, from flight itineraries and hotel bookings to targeting strategies. These messages weren't just casual conversations, they contained coded language like "on my way to LA", which prosecutors believe was the go-ahead signal for the hit on Quando Rondo. This level of planning suggests that this wasn't a random act, but rather a deliberate, calculated plot aimed at settling a score. Now, let's be clear. If convicted, Durk could face the federal penalty. This isn't just another court case for the Chicago rapper, it's potentially a life or death situation. His music, career, and legacy are all hanging in the balance. This marks one of the most significant developments in recent hip-hop history, comparable to the O-Block FBG Duck case or even the YSL Rico case involving Young Thug. But here's where things get interesting. How is Durk planning to fight this case? With the amount of money he's made over the years, Durk is likely to assemble a top-tier legal team to tackle these charges head-on. We've seen other rappers like Tekashi 6ix9ine and Bobby Shmurda battle similar legal obstacles. But the outcome is uncertain. And let's not forget, the feds reportedly have wiretaps and surveillance evidence, the kind of stuff that's hard to dispute in court. Even DJ Vlad spoke on the situation since he's always interviewing rappers. He goes on to say, "In multiple interviews, I've said that nobody would get on a plane to you. I said this because there would be so much evidence that they're guaranteed prison. Well, today I was proven wrong." Lil Durk was actually dumb enough to send 5 guys on a plane to Quando Rondo. They ended up f***ing the wrong person. And now, all 6 of them are facing life in prison or even the penalty. Not long after it was officially reported, 5 Chicago gang members with ties to OTF are accused of being hired to deal with Quando Rondo in LA in the incident where Lul Pab was f***ed as revenge for King Von. These suspects are facing life in prison or the penalty. Lil Baby chimed in saying, "This can't be true, man. Free the boy Durk, these streets are evil. Your own brother will turn your back on you." Charleston White also spoke on the situation, stating that fans only care about his arrest because he's their favourite rapper.
Ain't nobody laughing at Durk like they were laughing at me when I went to jail. Lord have mercy. So ain't nobody laughing at Durk. Now it ain't funny. Now your favorite rapper go to jail and look like he got a no bond like me. That boy got a federal no bond. I bet that cold and closed up. He got a burp to pass game.
And academics even shared that an Atlanta-based journalist told him last year that the feds were looking into Lil Durk.
An Atlanta-based journalist said, "Hey, this is going to happen soon." And I said, "What?" And you know, I get my sources and I get news told to me. They said, "I've been told that the feds have been looking into Lil Durk." But the person who was telling me, they say they had good authority that was coming from investigative bodies that was involved in looking into this. We believe, and I'm hoping this isn't true. This is one of the times I want to be wrong, because this is my man, okay? We believe that co-conspirator 1 seems to be aiming at somebody who's a boss within the OTF organization that could call that could put money up and also promise music opportunities. It appears that it's aiming at someone who would be Durk, or could be Durk's brother who passed. But the only person living would be Durk. It could be Durk. it's looking like it could be Durk. When I read it at first,
in the kitchen.
I'm in the kitchen. That's what you think.
The rallying cry of "Slide for Von," a phrase that initially started as a demand from fans for Durk to avenge King Von's death, has taken on a darker, more literal tone. It's no longer just a hashtag or a meme. It's become a rallying point for fans who see this indictment as part of Durk's supposed retaliation for Von's murder. This has sparked heated debates within the hip-hop community, with some applauding Durk's alleged willingness to defend Von's legacy, while others criticise the dangers of glorifying revenge and street justice. Here's what Brick Baby had to say about the phrase.
Oh yeah,
Slide for Von,
Ain't
right?
nobody.
Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like who?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Or who?
Nah, cause Lul Pab.
Oh, what's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term. Like no more Slide for Von.
Because of Lil Pab. Now, after that incident, though,
This story is far from over, and we're likely looking at years of legal battles, potential plea deals, and more names being implicated. We don't have all the details yet, but as more evidence comes out, we'll be right here to break it down for you. The stakes are higher than ever, and Lil Durk's life may never be the same. So, what do you think? Can Lil Durk beat this case, or is he facing the end of his career, and maybe even his life as we know it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you're entertained, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because you don't want to miss any future updates on this story.